Hey everyone, this is VJose32 and welcome to my floor. And yes, there's a very good reason why I'm on my floor, and that is because this trick I'm going to do takes up a lot of space. Alright, so here we have a a standard deck of playing cards. It's the league back. Somebody was looking for a review on the league backs before. I'll tell you this much, it's a standard bicycle deck of playing cards. There's the box. It's basically the same as a rider back, except it says lead back on the bottom. It's got gold, and that's the back. It's got a barcode on the bottom, and there's nothing too spectacular about it. And the cards themselves look like this. And then you got standard rider back faces. Alright. This trick is called Stone Cold. It was done by Cool Magician Calibus71. Check out his channel. He comes up with a bunch of great card tricks. All of the tricks he has, he came up with based on different techniques. And for this trick, I had the spectators shuffle the cards however they like. Once they're done, they would set them down, and I would take them back, and I will deal out cards into kind of a grid formation. Hopefully you can see all of this. And then I'll just continue dealing out cards. And I'm not going to go into too much into detail in the techniques because I really don't know too much about it. But that's kind of what you get. 20 free cards. 5, 5, 5, and then 7 and 7 this way. Don't really need the rest of the deck. Now what I'm going to do is, I apologize you can't see some of the cards. Don't try to work around that. Now what I would do is ask the spectator to put their finger on any one of these blank spots or even next to one of the cards. Alright, so let's say they put it here, and they're going to choose a number, let's say between 1 and 50, so let's say they choose a number 18. And now what they're going to do is they're going to count 18, going horizontally or vertically from there, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And that's going to be the card. And we'll look at it. There it is. Queen of Hearts. Hopefully you can see that. And they would put it back. At this point, I'd have my back turned. I'd have no idea what they would select. I'll take the cards. They can shuffle them up, it really doesn't matter. And now I'm going to attempt to decipher what card they have. Again, I don't know what they chose. Technically I do know, but let's pretend I don't know. So you're visualizing your card, and I am visualizing that your card has a figure on it. Was your card by any chance a court card? Yes, it was. Alright. Now I'm still visualizing the image. I'm visualizing a lot of red. Is your card perhaps a red card? Yes. There's the Ace of Hearts. There's Was it hearts? You see your card. Hearts? Yes? Alright, that's awesome. So we know your card's red, we know it's hearts, you know it's a court card. I'm now visualizing hearts, I'm visualizing a figure, I'm sensing that your card is feminine. Was your court card perhaps feminine? It was? Then I believe your card was, in fact, since it is a heart, it is red, it has a figure, your card must be the Queen of Hearts. Alright. Now how that works is you want to use basically 6 force cards. The stone cold cards, as Calibus called them. Which happen to be these 6 cards. Queen of Hearts, Jack of Hearts, Queen of Spades, Jack of Spades, Ace of Spades, Joker. And it doesn't matter what order they're in. And what you do is you take these cards and you keep them aside, and then you have them shuffle the deck, and then when you go to pick it up, you palm these cards onto the deck. And now they're on top of the deck, and they think it's a perfectly shuffled deck. There's no way you can know anything. But they don't know you just palmed 6 cards onto the deck. The alternative version is you put the cards on top of the deck and you do some false cuts and false shuffles yourself. However, it's better, in my opinion, if you let them shuffle the pack and then drop the cards on top of there, but it may be harder for some people. Then what you do is you deal out the 6 cards. I'll just deal them out face up for the time being. Hopefully we can all see that. Let me try to shift myself here so you can see better. Hopefully this will be better. Kind of, somewhat. And then you deal out, really doesn't matter what order, a bunch more cards, just like this. I apologize for my performance. Oh, I got chocolate on my card. Darn. I apologize for my performance. It wasn't the greatest, but it's kind of hard to perform tricks like this when you don't have a spectator to make them look, really good. If I had a spectator, it would have been much better. Anyway, so what you do now is, I know you can't see all the cards, but what you do is you have the spectator point to any one of these blank spots in between cards, or even outside of the grid formation. If you can see that, so they can go outside here, or outside any one of these cards, or in between any card, doesn't really matter. And then you think of a number between 1 and 50, 125, whatever. If it's an even number, what you're going to do is the following. If they select an even number, like say 18, and say they put their finger here, then what you're going to instruct them to do is count, starting this way or this way, 18, and they're going to be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And no matter what they do, how they count, backwards, side to sides, up and down, they can go this way, this way, this way, this way. They're always going to land on one of these 6 stone cold cards, force cards. And you can really use any 6 cards you want, but, well, actually you can't. These 6 are the best ones. Although if you wanted to, you could substitute jacks for kings, that sort of thing, and you could, I guess, substitute hearts for diamonds, spades for clubs, but I find this works the best. And that's what you do if you have an even number. If they select an odd number, like say 21, what you're going to do is have them move their finger onto any card. Like let's say they put the finger over here, and then they count 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And again, they land on a stone cold card. Alright? They're always going to land on these cards, and then you just have them pick up the cards and shuffle them. Doesn't really matter because you don't need them anymore. Now I'm just going to pick these cards up and I'll explain the rest of it the best that I can. For a better tutorial or explanation, you can always check out Caliber71. I recommend you check out his channel anyway because he is awesome. He comes up with some of the best tricks I've ever seen. Some of them are a little bit hard to follow, his tutorials or explanations, whatever you want to call them, but they're pretty cool nonetheless. So here's how it works. What you're going to do first, and you're never wrong by the way, is you're going to visualize a figure. All these cards have a figure. The court cards have a figure, the Joker has a figure, the Ace of Spades has a figure. You visualize a figure, and ask if the card is a court card. If it is, great. You know it's one of these 4 cards. Then you visualize a lot of red. And you ask if the card is red. If it is red, you know it's going to be a heart. If it's not red, you know it's going to be one of these spades. And you say that we are also visualizing a lot of yellow and blue and black. If it is a heart, then you're going to ask if their card is, you're going to say that you're visualizing femininity. And if you ask if the card is feminine. If they say yes, that's going to be for Queen. If they say no, you're going to say, well, I'm also visualizing masculinity. And I think the feminine part is a suit, which is a heart. Is that correct? And they're going to say yes. And then you say, and your card is masculine, and it's going to be the Jack of Hearts. If they say yes, of course, the feminine part, then you know that the card is going to be the Queen of Hearts. So either way, you're right. If you're with the spades, when you're going to say, I'm sensing some femininity, and you ask if the card is female, and no, sorry. If you have the spades, you're going to say you're sensing a lot of masculinity, and you're going to ask if the card is masculine. If it's the Jack, they're going to say yes, and you're going to know it's the Jack of Spades. If it's the Queen, they're going to say no, and you're going to say, well, I'm also sensing a lot of femininity. Perhaps because your suit is a masculine suit, being the spades, and your card must be feminine, and your card must be the Queen of Spades. So hopefully you understand that. It's pretty cool. For these ones, if they select these ones, what you're going to do is you say you're visualizing a figure, and you ask if it's a court card. If they say no, and obviously it's an ace or a joker, and both of them do have figures on them. Then you say you're visualizing spades, and you ask if the card was a spade. If they say yes, it's the Ace of Spades. If they say no, you're not wrong because there are spades on the joker. In case you haven't seen that before, there is 6 spades on the sleeves. And if they say no, you can say, well, I'm visualizing 6 spades. I'm also visualizing a king on a bicycle, and visualizing your card was a joker. Of course, if the card is the Ace of Spades, you're going to say, well, I'm visualizing a figure, I'm visualizing a big spade. Your card must be the Ace of Spades. So you're never going to know, you're always going to figure out what the card is, no matter what it is. And I like it. It's a pretty cool trick. It does take up a lot of space, but it works. You can always figure out what the card is. You can always decipher what it is. And all you have to do is remember the questions. That's pretty cool. Like I said, for a slightly better tutorial, or explanation if you will, check out Calibus71. He's awesome, like I said. Definitely recommend you check out his channel. And that is my trick for this week. For today anyways. Stone Cold. It's an awesome trick. Go try it out. If you want to perform it, be my guest. Just make sure you give credits to Calibus71 and or myself. Well, give credits to Calibus, not to me, because it's not my trick. And check out his performance, or his tutorial as well. Alright, see you next time.